Hi everyone and welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we will discuss a very fascinating topic, that is how to create 16 personalities tests with WordPress quiz plugin. 16 personalities tests will help you learn more about yourself and other people surrounding you. Here we can see 4 category groups. These are extroverts, introverts, sensing and intuition, thinking and feeling, and judging and perceiving. With these 4 category groups, we will create 16 personality types you can belong to. Here are the 16 personality types. To determine your personality type, we need to create questions. 16 personalities test consists of 50 or 70 questions generally. We will provide you 50 questions to create 16 personality types test. You will find the article with the questions attached to the description of this video tutorial. Let's quickly pass the 16 personalities test to see the result. As you can see, you belong to the logistician personality type, ISTJ. Here you can see an image for this personality type, a small description about this type, and you can see the categories: mind, energy, nature, and tactics. And you can see the percentage you got for each category. Let's create 16 personalities tests together. To create 16 personalities test, we need to have the Quizmaker plugin and the conditional results add-on. As you can see, I have already installed and activated both the plugin and the add-on so as not to waste your time. At first, of course, we need to create questions and add question categories. In our case, we have chosen 50 questions for the 16 personalities test. Also, I have already added the categories so as not to waste your time. So we can head to the question categories page. And here we can see 4 categories: mind, energy, nature, and tactics. The first one is the mind category, which determines whether you are an extrovert or an introvert. The second one is energy, which determines whether you are sensing or intuitive. Third one is nature, which determines whether you are thinking or feeling. And the last one is tactics, which determines whether you are judging or perceiving. So the questions of our 16 personalities test will belong to these 4 categories. I have already created 50 questions, so we can head to the questions page. As I have already created questions, we will not create each question one by one so as not to waste your time. In order to add a new question, you just need to click on the Add New button. For now, we will take one question from each category and we'll discuss how to configure the settings to create 16 personalities test. So here we can see the question of the mind category. This question will determine whether you are an extrovert or an introvert. Here we can see the question: when meeting new people, are you more likely to initiate conversations and introductions or wait for others to approach you? The question is created with the radio question type, and here we can see the answer options: initiate conversations and introductions, and wait for others to approach you. As you can already guess from the answer options, the first one refers to the extrovert personality type and the second refers to the introvert personality type. So for the first answer option, we set the E keyword, and for the second one, we set the I keyword. As to the waypoint system, make sure to set one for both answer options and one for the question wait option so that the functionality can work for you. Also, you need to tick one of the answer options as correct so that the system can be closed and you can pass on to the next question. As it's a personality test, there are no correct and incorrect answers. You just tick this checkbox so that you can close the question. And with the last step, we need to set a question category, that is mind. I have already set it. So we can pass on to the next category. The next category is energy. This question will determine whether you are sensing or intuitive. Here we can see the question, how do you approach problem solving? The question is again created with the radio question type, and here we can see the answers, step by step and methodical approach, and approaching with creativity and openness. As you can see, the first answer option refers to the sensing personality type and the second one is intuition. So we choose S for the first answer option and N for the second one. Here again, the steps are the same. We need to configure the weight point system as 1 and 1 for the question weight, and we need to choose one of the answer options as correct so that the system can be closed and we can pass on to the next question. And again, with the last step, we determine the question category, which is energy. And here we can pass on to the next category, which is nature. This category will determine whether you are thinking or feeling. Here we can see the question, when providing feedback, do you prioritize offering constructive criticism and improvement suggestions or highlighting positive aspects and encouraging the individual? And here we can see the answer options, constructive criticism and improvement suggestions, or highlighting positive aspects and encouraging the individual. As you can see, the first answer option refers to the thinking personality type and the second one refers to the feeling personality type. So we set T for the first answer option and F for the second one. T for the thinking and F for the feeling. Here we need to configure the weight point system as 1. Again, we do the same for the question weight and we choose one of the answer options as correct so that we can close the question and pass on to the next one. And as you can see, I have already configured the question category, which is nature. And the last question category is tactics. Here we can see the question, in a decision-making process, do you like to reach a conclusion and move on or prefer to keep options open and gather more information? The question is created with the radio question type, and here we can see the answer options, like to reach a conclusion and move on, or prefer to keep options open and gather more information. As you can guess from the answer options, the first one refers to the judging personality type and the second one to the perceiving personality type. So we set J for the first answer option and P for the second one. Also, we need to configure the weight point system as 1. We do the same for the question weight. And we need to choose one of the answer options as correct so that the system can be closed and you can pass on to the next question. With the last step, we configure the question category, which is tactics. So we are done with the discussion of the 4 questions from 4 categories. You need to perform the same steps for the remaining questions. Here we need to pay attention to one important factor and option. If you don't have these many keywords here, you need to go to the General Settings page, General tab, and scroll down a little bit. Here we can see the keyword default count. You need to set a higher value here so that the keywords can be displayed there. As we are done with the settings configurations of the questions of the 16 personalities test, we can go to the quizzes page. Here we can see our test. I have already created a quiz and added 50 questions to it so as not to waste your time. To add a new question to the quiz, we need to click on the Insert Questions button. Let's check what features and functionalities we need to configure to have the 16 personalities test work correctly. For that, we head to the Results Settings tab. And the first option is the Calculate the Score option. We need to tick by weight points checkbox for the Calculate the Score option. Also for the Display Score option. As it's a personality test and it doesn't have correct and incorrect answers, there is no need to choose by correctness checkbox. So we leave by weight point. With the next step, we tick the hide score option so that the points will not be displayed on a result page of the quiz. Then we scroll down a little bit and here we can see the result message feature. Here we need to paste the message variable that is responsible for the 16 personality test. So we click here on a message variables and scroll down a little bit. Here is the message variable we need for the 16 personalities test. We click on it. As you can already guess, we need to paste the question category IDs here. For that, we head to the question categories page and scroll down a little bit. Here are the question category IDs. We need to copy them and insert into the message variable. So as you can see, we have already copied and pasted the question category IDs here in the message variable. Then we can scroll down a little bit. Here we can see the apply points to keywords feature. We tick it. We need to tick this option so that the system can take into consideration the weight point you have assigned for each keyword. We have already configured the weight point system for each keyword. So we tick this option and go ahead. We scroll down a little bit to find the assign message to each keyword feature. We tick this option. And here we can see the top keywords. The assign message to each keyword feature for the 16 personalities test exactly is responsible to show whether you are an extrovert or an introvert, sensing or intuitive, feeling or thinking, judging and perceiving on a chart displayed on a result page. Here we need to configure the text, introvert, extrovert, sensing, intuitive, thinking, feeling, and judging and perceiving. And we need to configure the keywords accordingly: I for introvert, E for extrovert, S for sensing, N for intuitive, T for thinking, F for feeling, J for judging, and P for perceiving. So the texts we configure here are displayed in this way on the front end: extrovert, introvert, sensing and intuitive, thinking and feeling, and judging and perceiving. As we are done with the settings configuration on a result settings tab, we can head to the user data tab. Here we can set either before quiz or after quiz for the information form option. This option is responsible to collect data from your users, such as name, email, gender, phone, etc. By this, you will learn more about the quiz takers. All we need to do is to drag our desired fields from the available fields and drop them to the active fields. For the 16 personalities test, I have chosen the name and email fields as active ones. That's all. We are done with the settings configuration of the quiz, so it's high time to create our conditions. For that, we head to the conditional results page. For the 16 personalities test, we need to create 16 conditions with 4 pairs in each condition. With the help of the conditional results add-on, you will be able to provide a fully advanced result page with unique result for each quiz taker. Each answer to the question will be counted as a condition and will lead you to the unique result page. Also, you can send unique emails and redirect to the unique URLs after the quiz completion. I have already added all the 16 conditions with 4 pairs for the 16 personalities test. Let's check how to configure the conditions. So we are on a conditional results page of the 16 personalities test. As you can see, by keyword method is chosen for the conditions. That means the competition will be between keywords. As you can see, I have already added all the conditions with their definitions so as not to waste your time. We will discuss 2 of the keywords combinations so that you can understand how to configure them. Let's take, for example, the commander condition as an example. As you can see from the letters combination ENTJ, the following keywords win the ISFP keywords. That means in order this message can be displayed on a result page for the quiz taker must get true conditions for the ENTJ keywords. That means if the E keyword, which is responsible for the extrovert personality type, is greater than or equal to I keyword, which is responsible to introvert personality type, then if the N keyword, which is responsible for intuitive personality type, is greater than or equal to S, which is responsible to sensing personality type, then T keyword, which is responsible for thinking personality type, is greater than or equal to feeling personality type with the keyword F, and J keyword with the judging personality type is greater than or equal to perceiving personality type with the P keyword. Then the user will get the commander personality type as a result page. Also, you can send a unique email to the users by writing your desired text for the email tab, and you can redirect your users to your desired URLs by writing the URL here. So by getting the following conditions as true, the user will get a corresponding email and will be redirected to your desired page. Now let's take another condition, which is the reverse of the commander personality type. Here, as you can see, INFJ keywords combination will be displayed to the quiz taker after the quiz completion. That means the keywords INFJ win the keywords ESTP, which is the reverse of the commander personality type. So in this case, the quiz taker has the introvert, intuition, feeling, and judging personality types. As we are done with the discussion of the 2 reverse personality types, we can check all the conditions one by one so that you can create them easily. As we are done with the settings configuration of the conditions as well, it's high time to see our quiz on the front end. So we save the changes on a conditional results tab. Then we can head to our quiz, that is 16 personalities test. We are on a general tab, and by scrolling down a little bit, we will see the create post for quiz button. You can either tick this option so that the system can create a post with a quiz shortcode in it, or you can manually copy the following shortcode and insert it to your desired page or a post. We will choose the first option, so we tick create post for quiz option and then save the changes. As you can see, the system has already created a post with a quiz shortcode in it, so we click on a view post button, and here we can see our quiz displayed on the front end. So today together we have uncovered the process of creating fascinating and advanced 16 personalities test. The Quizmaker plugin with the conditional results add-on offer all the necessary features and functionalities to create 16 personalities test. By passing the test, you will determine the strong and weak points of your character. Moreover, you will understand why people act differently in different situations, conditioned by their personality type. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you liked the video. Bye!